Hi, this is a review of the MSR Pocket Rocket butane stove. As you can see, but it's a fairly simple piece of equipment. Serrated pot supports. It's got the small shield to keep the wind from blowing the flame out, ideally, and an on-off. It's got a nice heavy rubber gasket to seal it against the threaded butane canisters, like this. Anyway, just to make it quick, we'll go ahead and throw it on the scale. We've got about 2.9 ounces-ish right in there. If it's folded up and stuck in its case, we'll go ahead and throw it and the lid on. We get just under 4 ounces. The case doesn't seem to me like too bad an idea because it can protect your tent, your sleeping bag, whatever it is. So we'll go ahead and throw this on and see what we get as far as some boil times. Part of the reason I like this is just because it can give you a fast way to get some hot water for dehydrated meal or for coffee or tea. So we'll see how it does. We'll go ahead and boil 2 cups of water. Check the start time on the video and we'll see how long it takes, provided there's enough time on the video to get it done. The reason I like these is because with these 4-ounce canisters, I typically get roughly a ½ ounce of fuel used per boil on 2 cups of water. So that means that one 4-ounce canister of fuel, total weight of 8 ounces, will give me roughly 8 boils. So that's perfect for perhaps a weekend trip or a 3-day trip. And we'll see that it goes real quick for making a hot meal. In this case, we're using the MSR Titan pot. For a while, MSR was selling these together. See if we can get it in there. That's a nice little pot, and I think it complements the stove well. Got 4 ounces for the case and the stove, and 8 ounces for a full canister. We're looking about 12 ounces and roughly 4.5 for the pot. So just over a pound for a nice little kitchen set to get you through over the weekend. Let's see how this is doing. See, we're starting to go. Looks like we're about 1.5 minutes into it right now. Anyway, this is a nice little piece of gear because it's fairly light, fairly simple, and for the price, the stove itself runs in the neighborhood of $35 depending on where you get it, and so it's not a real bad piece of gear. For a day pack, a backpack, if you're trying to keep your weight down, this is a nice place to do it. See, we're about 2 minutes, so we'll take a look in the pot. Still going. I'd expect it to go any second here. The thing that some have commented is that if you have a large enough pot and a long enough burn time, you can see that these will glow red. You can see that they get red all the way down if you had a large enough pot to keep the heat in there. I haven't had a problem with it yet, but it could happen. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for the MSR Pocket Rocket. If you're interested in them, take a look. They're pretty much a bomb-proof, lightweight piece of gear that you could use. This is sort of the compromise between going to an alcohol stove for an ultra lightweight or going to something like a white gas MSR Whisperlite or Whisperlite International for some cold weather use. Right now I guess we're getting to the end of our pot because we're 3 minutes into it. This should have been boiling by now. Anyway, you can see it's right there. So if you're interested in the stove that'll have you boiling water in about the same period of time that you'd have to have another stove unpacked and the fuel bottle connected and warmed up, this isn't a bad one to look at. Have a nice day.